We took a quick 3-day trip to Atlanta. We wanted to have fun, but also relax. We did a little shopping, visited a few restaurants, the Porsche Experience Center, downtown Atlanta, the Georgia Aquarium, and saw some cool sights. We got to Atlanta after 11 p.m. on Sunday night on a really small Air Canada plane. We picked up our car from Hertz Car Rentals. The car was a Chevy Malibu. It needed an oil change, but had wireless Apple CarPlay. They say it's a big car, and we found it had plenty of room for both of us. Then, we drove from the airport to a hotel called Holiday Inn Express in a place called Kennesaw. We picked this hotel because it wasn't too expensive, the rooms looked nice, and they didn't charge us extra for parking. Plus, they gave us breakfast for free. On Monday, we went to Starbucks and did a little shopping in Kennesaw. Then we ate at a place called the Juicy Crab. I had chicken because I don't really like crab, but my wife does. Next, we drove to a Banana Republic store close by. We were looking for a specific jacket. The store was about 20 minutes away, towards downtown Atlanta. The store was in a nice little outdoor shopping mall called Vinings Jubilee. It's in a place called Vinings Village. There are about 38 stores there, including a CVS pharmacy, some small stores, restaurants, and coffee shops. It felt like we were in a peaceful spot in the middle of a forest. I didn't find the jacket I was looking for, but we decided to drive around and look at the houses nearby. We really enjoyed doing that. Then we went back to Kennesaw and drove around some neighborhoods there too. On Tuesday, I woke up early because I was excited about the Porsche driving experience. We drove for about 40 minutes to get there. We were supposed to be there at 12, but we arrived 45 minutes early. Porsche spent a lot of money, $100 million, to build the Porsche Experience Center in 2015. It's where the main office of Porsche cars in North America is. It has 2 tracks, including the West Track that was built in April 2023. The West Track has large elevation changes and sections similar to the Laguna Seca Corkscrew, Tail of the Dragon, and the Carousel on the Nürburgring. People can pay to drive 1 or more cars on these tracks with an instructor for about an hour and a half. But they don't let you time yourself or film while you're in the car. They also have a place where you can try driving simulators, a heritage gallery with old cars, a design studio, event spaces, and a restaurant called 356. If you want to see a video about the Porsche Experience Center, you can ask in the comments. After this, we were hungry, so we went to Olive Garden nearby. The food was good, and the people who worked there were really nice. It was too late to go to the Georgia Aquarium, but we went there anyway to figure out where to park. Parking will cost about $20 US, but there were some lots nearby that only charged $10. Then we drove through busy traffic and started looking at houses in nearby neighborhoods. We liked doing that, but it started getting too dark. So we decided to go back to the hotel. Today is our last day because we're leaving early tomorrow morning. We started the day with some coffee and a quick visit to a nearby store called Micro Center because we wanted to see the sim rig they had on display. Then we got back on Highway 75 to go to downtown Atlanta. That's where the Georgia Aquarium is. The drive from Kennesaw to downtown Atlanta wasn't too bad compared to something like driving into downtown Toronto from a suburb a similar distance away. The Georgia Aquarium opened in 2005, and it's a really cool place with lots of different animals. They live in more than 11 million gallons of water. You could spend 1 to 5 hours looking at everything, depending on how much you like it. We ended up spending more time there than we thought because we were so interested in the animals. If you want to see a video about the Georgia Aquarium, you can ask in the comments. Right next to the aquarium is the World of Coca-Cola Museum and the Center for Civil and Human Rights. There are lots of parks around with views of many buildings, including the CNN Center, which is currently the international headquarters for the news network. By 4 p.m., there wasn't much traffic. We were really hungry again, so we walked a bit to a barbecue restaurant called Twin Smokers. The food was great, and the people who worked there were really nice. After eating, we went back to our car to start looking at neighborhoods. We left downtown and drove through some neighborhoods close by. It was really cool to see how hilly it was and how different all the houses looked. Finally, we went back to Kennesaw and looked at some suburbs there before going back to our hotel to start packing.